I am Rodrigo P. De Vera Jr., a diletologist from the Philippines, and I am a Postcrossing ambassador. And I just want to show you my collections of postcards. Okay, and at the background you can see the different albums of the postcards that I received abroad. And based on the topics that I choose from uh, collecting postcards, I have here my favorite topics or themes in collecting postcards as this one, dinosaurs. Okay, and I have here collections of postcards from friends from particularly United States and in Canada. And as a teacher, I do make use of these postcards as instructional materials, and these are very informative since my students really learn a lot while looking at these postcards. Try to look at some of the postcards. And so here, the Dinosaur National Monument in United States. And so you can actually see the dinosaurs featured on these postcards. Okay, and this is one of my favorite topics in collecting postcards. And also I choose caves. I am also a nature lover, that's why I love collecting cards that would feature caves, waterfalls, volcanoes, forests, and any similar related topics. And so I have collections of the different caves around the world. Okay. So there you have the Mammoth Cave of United States. This is one of the longest cave in the world. And there you also have caves from Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, North and Central America. Okay. And of course, I also love collecting cards featuring waterfalls. And so I prepared an album for my collection of waterfalls worldwide. So you can actually see the highest waterfalls in the world, the Angel Falls, which is located in Venezuela. And still I have collections also of cards featuring waterfalls worldwide from United States, North and Central America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and in Australia. And it's really one of the best topic that you would want to collect if you really want to be a serious collector in postcard collecting. And of course, I have here collections of cards featuring the solar system and beyond. I have collection of the 8th planet excluding Pluto, though I also have here Pluto. And so there you have our Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and of course Pluto. And also you can actually have or see the universe featured in postcards, such as this one, the Eagle Nebula, the Cartwheel Galaxy, and many other things that would feature our universe. So it's really very informative, and these are very good teaching materials in science. Okay. And of course, I do love animals. So I have here a lot of animal cards which I collect. Okay. And so I am an animal lover. That's why I really love to show these cards whenever I have a postcard exhibit in our school. And our students and pupils do really love enjoying looking at these cards featuring the different animals worldwide, in which these animals are the first time to see being featured on postcards. Okay? And of course, I do have collections of cards with a special topic in history, such as ancient Egypt, Turkey, ancient America, ancient China, Greece, Rome. And I also have collection of word map. Okay? From ancient maps to the contemporary maps that we have right now. So they are being featured in postcard. That's why postcards do really feature numerous topics, and we can say that postcards do have great impact in the teaching and learning process. Being a teacher, I do make use and utilize these materials in almost all of the subjects that I am teaching. Okay? And here we can see my collections of postcards, and I place them in boxes. So here I have collections of animals with of course with their names on it. That's us. I just want to show you what's inside this box featuring my collection of words animals. Okay, so I do make use that these cards have their titles so that I can easily identify what animal is being featured. Okay, so I do make sure that they are well organized, so that every time I would be having an exhibit, I can just select which animals would I prefer to feature. Okay, and here I have collections of postcards also from Africa, Australia, and Oceania. And the same, they are also labeled. Okay, and let's ask this one. And I have cards from Antarctica. Just like in Africa, I have here cards from Africa, so I just label these cards with the respective countries. Okay, such as Niger, Ethiopia, Nigeria. So you can actually, all these boxes are being labeled. Okay, and I have here cards from Europe. So these are my cards from Europe. Okay, actually I have here 51 countries being featured on my postcard collection. Okay, and they are also being labeled by country, so that every time I will be using them in my exhibit. Okay, so you can see here cards from different countries in Europe. And of course, I almost have complete collections of cards from Europe. And I do label these cards with the respective countries. See? And okay, here I have cards from Kosovo, Latvia, and Lithuania, and almost all countries in Europe. I have here placed them in this box. And still a continuation, the other box featuring of course my collections of postcards from Europe. So still cards are being labeled. Okay, and so every time I receive postcards, I do place them in whatever countries they are found. So I just place them in their respective boxes. Okay, going over, I have here collections of North and South America. Okay, I actually have complete postcards featuring the 50 states of United States. Okay, and of course, last but not the least, the two boxes featuring my collections of Philippine postcards. And I do have almost collections of postcards featuring the Philippines from different themes such as festivals, nature-related cards such as waterfalls, volcanoes, etc. And these are also being used every time I do swap cards with my fellow collectors. And so, and these cards are also being labeled. Okay? And I just want to make sure that these are all well organized. So you can see different topics being featured on Philippine postcards. And I always make it sure that I do buy new postcards being sold in the market. Okay. So as a postcard collector and as a member of Postcrossing, I do make it sure that every time I receive cards from fellow postcrossers worldwide, I do place them on temporary box. Then later on, if I sorted them, I would be placing them in their respective boxes. Okay? And it's really nice to be part of Postcrossing because you will in here you will be meeting different people around the world. Okay, not just only here in the Philippines but worldwide. So as a postcard enthusiast, you just write what topics you would be preferred to receive every time you do make use of the so-called swapping activity or trading activity. Okay, so again, I do hope that I'll be able to encourage our fellow enthusiasts to get engaged seriously in collecting postcards so that you will be learning a lot actually while engaging in postcard collecting. Okay, and at the same time, not just only its educational impact, but it has also its therapeutic effect in the life of a collector such as myself. Okay, and thank you very much.